everybody stop talking at one time, please. He was talking. Let him finish talking. Go ahead, Mr. Baker.
I know it's not up to power what the number she said, the 314. I'm definitely aware of that, but I have been doing it, and I sent an updated list to Amana, and I've been doing it still weekly. I've done it this week, and I'm doing as much as I can. I work over 40 hours a week, so.
Do you know where you're doing it at?
The Hillsdale Humane Society.
Do you happen to know the number?
Not off the top. I can get it for you. It's right there in Osseo there.
Okay, I'll look it up, Judge.
I can send you an updated list.
Well, somebody.
I can send you an updated list.
Hold on, everybody, stop talking again. So, Mr. Baker, send Miss Holly an updated thing of your community service hours. I'm going to dismiss this because of the resolution of the other case per Mr. Amadeo's request. But Mr. Baker, you need to get cracking on that community service, all right? And I'm glad you're doing it at the Humane Society. So, all right, and just keep reporting as required in Hillsdale, correct, Miss Holly?
Yeah, as soon as you send that to me, I'll do the discharge.
But I will admit, though, I'm not gonna lie, it's not 314. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
how much is it?
I know it's over 100. I don't know. I can look at when I'm done here and do the number and send it to Holly an exact number. But I have all the screenshots of every time that the lady there at the Humane Society has signed.
Mr. Baker, you've been on probation for like over 3 years. So let's get as much as we can done, and then get that to Miss Holly. I'm dismissing this, Mr. Amadeo. So we are all set here today. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Judge, I have one more, so I'm just going to hang out.
Let me see. You have
Caleb Daniels, who's incarcerated.
Oh, I'll call him. Hey, this is Judge Anslin. So I am ready for Caleb Daniels first.
Okay.
And then Jason Caldwell.
All right, so Caldwell is at Don Farms.
Oh, is he? Okay. Oh, you're right. It says that. And then I guess I'll start with just Caleb Daniels.
So just Daniels? Okay.
All right.
I'll get him out.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Miss Adams, could you call the prosecutor's office and let them know I don't have a prosecutor?
Okay.
All right. So, do you have a case in my court today? All right. Speak loud. What's your name? Spell your last name.
W-A-E-E.
Okay, good. All right. All right, and the gentleman in the suit, do you have a case?
I do, yes, ma'am. Barnett.
Okay. And here's show cause. So why don't you come on up? Just stand right in front of that podium. So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kevin Lee Barnett, file number 25-22302FH. This is a request and summons for probation violation that was filed by Ms. Holly, which alleges that you have committed the following technical violations. One, you failed to pay anything towards your court order costs, and you have a balance owed of $1,163. Two, that you've been living with a Bethany Harps Teague without permission. Three, that you have failed to complete the domestic violence program with John Bailey, and you haven't shown up in the last 3 weeks per notice from John Bailey on February 10. And four, that you failed to notify of your current residence. So do you understand those are the allegations against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the maximum penalty for this offense if you were to plead guilty or be found guilty of violation of probation could be up to 2 years in prison? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, so you do have a right to have an attorney represent you at this and all subsequent hearings. If you can't afford to hire one, we can appoint you one at public expense. Would you like an attorney appointed, or are you going to retain one? appointed attorney.
Please speak up, sir.
Yeah, you gotta speak up a little bit. Okay, so Mr. Barnett, I will enter a plea of not guilty and appoint counsel. Do you have to work today?
I will if I make it in time.
Okay,
I work at 5, but I took a half day for my PTOs.
I can't hear you.
I took a half day with my PTOs, just in case I would be able to.
Where do you work at?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
Oh, Michigan Pellets.
Okay, so you have a half day today?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have you have a seat in the courtroom. I'll try, otherwise you're gonna have to take another half day to come back with a court appointed attorney. So would you rather get it done this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so have a seat. I'll enter a plea of not guilty and we'll get Miss Underwood when she's on her other cases, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, gentlemen in the front row, do you have a case today?
No, ma'am.
You're just watching. All right, gentlemen over here.
James A. Hall Jr.
All right,
Matt
and
Murphy is my attorney.
who is?
Matt Murphy.
Yeah, I got you here. I'm gonna mark that you're in person. Good. Okay, all right, I got Isaac Sneed, so hold on, Mr. Murphy. Mr. Amadeo. All right, I just admitted somebody on a Samsung device. Could you unmute your device and state your name, please? So on this Samsung device, you just unmuted. What is your name, please?
Well,
Hi, what's your name?
Jason Caldwell.
All right, thank you, Mr. Caldwell. Who is your attorney?
Mike, I forgot his name.
Michael Dagger Margosian?
I think so.
No, Your Honor, he's my client. Mr. Caldwell's my client.
Okay, yeah, there you are.
Okay. All right, okay, hold on, Mr. Caldwell, I'm gonna pop you in the waiting room for just a second. Cause I'm getting feedback, so I can't leave him in here. All right, Mr. Amadeo, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Caleb Robert Daniels, we have two files, 26-22603AX and 25-22256FH. Hold on a second. Let's see, extradition. All right, so it looks like, Mr. Amadeo, we have an extradition out of Fulton County request, and then we have our file. I have William Amadeo appearing on behalf of the defendant and Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. So, Mr. Amadeo?
Thank you, Judge. I did submit a Cobb's memo to try to resolve this. I'm probably going to ask for a meeting through Miss Adams. I didn't know that Caleb was picked up this week, and I went to go see him 2 days ago. I know about the warrants out of Fulton. I did call them, but there's one felony, I think it's a high court misdemeanor, and 2 misdemeanors, so I was surprised they're trying to extradite him. I don't know. Are there new charges out of Lenawee?
Well, the reason most likely is he failed to appear for court. So the extradition I have alleges he failed to appear for a court hearing on a receiving stolen property. And it says failure to appear is required by recognizance ordinance. I don't know, it's Ohio, so 2937.99A, which is a felony. So now he's got a felony. Hold on, Caleb, just put your hand down. And so now it looks like potentially that's a felony in Ohio. I don't know, it's Ohio.
So at this point, I'm not licensed in Ohio, Judge, but I'd like to call and at least find out what's going on there and try to get him a public defender at that location to fix that. And I am trying to resolve everything, and he was going to rehab.
Right. So what do you want to do today?
I would want to adjourn it so I could figure out the Ohio thing. I know Prosecutor Steve probably wants to set a trial date. I don't want this going to trial. I want to resolve it one way or the other. I'm just worried about the Ohio situation right now. That was not on my radar.
Okay. I'll Oh, and it looks like there's two files. Hold on twice. Hold on. What's this other one? I might not have called it. No, I don't see it on twice. Oh, yeah, I called it. Okay. Mr. Sneed, we just received the extradition, I think, yesterday. So with regard to Mr. Amadeo's request.
We're asking for a trial date to be set, and I have no position on the extradition.
Right. So, Mr. Amadeo, what I can do is set a trial date to at least get it on the books. I mean, it's not like I have anything available in the next 2 or 3 months.
Sure.
And that way there's a date and it still gives you an opportunity to resolve it. And where is Miss Adams? I seem to not have any. Oh, yes, I do. Never mind. Okay, so this is a fleeing third degree 1-day trial.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I think 1 day, Judge.
All right. Miss Adams, I'm looking for a 1-day trial. I know I don't have anything in April. I know I don't have anything in May. It's probably June.
Okay. Tuesday, June 9th. 9
June
a.m.
9 at 9 a.m. Mr. Amadeo.
Checking my docket, Judge. I'm sorry. I'm going to be in a homicide that week in Jackson. Is
Okay.
the next week available? Maybe the 16th?
Judge, we could do the 16th. However, you will not be available the 18th or 19th if it carries over.
I don't think this would go more than 2 days, Mr. Amadeo and Mr. Sneen. I mean, I would think that
I
would
think
be.
it'll
I don't think it'll go more than
deliberations.
2 hours.
Okay.
Right. I agree with Isaac. I think it'll be quick.
Okay. June 16 at 9 a.m. I'm gonna put it down for 1 day. And I'm gonna set final pretrial for June 3rd. Now, obviously, if this case gets resolved, give our office a call and we'll get him in as soon as possible so he can get on his way to rehab or wherever, okay? I'm going to require that June 3rd will be the motion deadline for all motions. And voir dire questions and jury instructions will be due May 29. Great, I filled out a scheduling order. We'll get a copy of it out to everybody. So we should be all set. Anything else, Mr. Amadeo?
No, not from defense, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Sneen?
So what's the status of the extradition at this point, Judge?
Thank you.
So I'm assuming Mr. Amadeo wants me to set the extradition over to next week.
Yeah, that'd be fine, Judge.
Well, Mr. Daniels, you want to talk to your attorney?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
All right. Let's see. So I'm gonna open up a breakout room and
Thank
I'm
you.
going to assign Mr. Amadeo and Mr. Daniels. Oh, what Joe is he in? Joe's in 1. All right, there you go. Go join that breakout room. All right, Mr. Murphy, I'm gonna bring Mr. Caldwell in. Jason Caldwell, go ahead and unmute your device, please. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jason. All right, Mr. Caldwell, can you please mute your device?
How do I do that? I don't know.
I'll do it. Okay, we have feedback coming in. So 3 files, 26-22510FH, 26-22511FH, and 26-22512FH. I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people and Matthew Murphy appearing on behalf of Mr. Caldwell. I do have a letter dated March 16th from Darren Coast, pretrial services coordinator, who states that Mr. Caldwell is still at Dawn Farm Spera and was made aware of today's court date. So, Mr. Murphy, how would you like to proceed with Mr. Caldwell?
Your Honor, I was going to ask for another pretrial in this matter. I haven't had a chance to talk to Mr. Caldwell about the offer from the people very effectively. I was going to ask for just a brief breakout after the Honor is done with the case to try to arrange something with Mr. Caldwell moving forward. But again, just one pretrial, whatever fits the court schedule best is what I'm asking for right now.
All right, I'm going to set a pretrial for April 22nd at 8:30 in the morning. And Mr. Murphy, if you can do the step in order to adjourn. Mr. Sneed, can you sign your name with permission?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Caldwell, I'm going to ask you to unmute. So go ahead and unmute.
Okay.
I'm going to open up a breakout room for you and your attorney. And then when you're done, just follow whatever directions your attorney gives you. All right?
I was made aware yesterday that I have a bench warrant for a driving offense.
Well, I don't hand out driving offenses, Mr. Caldwell, so I'm gonna put you in a break. I'm a circuit court judge. So, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room and you take a moment and I'm not getting feedback now, so that's good. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Murphy, who can advise you further. There you go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Amadeo, I still see you. So, Mr. Amadeo?
Yes, Judge. He wants to waive extradition. That would speed up the process.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Sneed, do you have well, okay. So sometimes I don't waive extradition or don't do it because I don't want to lose somebody to Ohio and then I never can see him again. But I think it's highly likely that this level of offense, he may either get a jail term or get out relatively quickly, Mr. Sneed. So I'm assuming the people have no position.
I have no position, Your Honor. Thank you.
And he's got a PR bond on my file, so he's not getting any credit anyway. All right, so Mr. Daniels, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
Ms. Adams, can you call the jail and let them know that they're going to need the extradition paperwork from Mr. Daniels? You can put your hand down. Ms. Adams, are you in your office?
Yes, Judge, I'm calling.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Mr. Daniels, your attorney has advised as of today that you wish to waive your right to extradition. Extradition is a proceeding to return you to another state in which a warrant has been issued for your arrest for the commission of a felony. It is in effect a demand by another state for your surrender and to return to that state to face the crime with which you are charged. You are charged by warrant from the state of Ohio with the offense of, looks like failure to appear as required by recognizance, which is a felony in the state of Ohio. You do not have, we cannot in this court or in this state determine the truth or falsity of the charges made against you in the state of Ohio. You do not have to waive your right to extradition. You can require that the governor of the state of Ohio make demand upon the governor of Michigan for a warrant for extradition. You have the right to demand and procure legal counsel. Obviously, you have retained counsel who's representing you today. If you or your attorney wish to test the legality of your arrest, you may apply within a reasonable time for a writ of habeas corpus. That is a writ by which your custodian is required to bring you before the court for the purpose of having a hearing to determine the legality of your arrest. Do you understand the rights I've just told you, Mr. Daniels?
I do, Your Honor.
And you are satisfied with Mr. Amadeo as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Absolutely.
All right. Do you want to waive your right to extradition to a writ of habeas corpus and go voluntarily, hold on, sneeze, to the state of Ohio to face the charges made against you in Ohio?
Yes, I do, Your
All
Honor.
right. So in a minute, they're gonna bring you some documents to sign, so we're gonna wait for that, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right. Mr. Murphy, I'm gonna bring Mr. Caldwell back. Are we finished with him or?
Yeah, Your Honor, I told him he could just go ahead and close out Zoom. I didn't think he needed
Yeah.
to.
He probably doesn't know how. It's confusing. All right, so Mr. Daniels. Okay, so Mr. Murphy. Who's got Mr. Murphy? Mr. Hall? Why don't you come up to the podium? Good morning. So this is, get your file, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus James Hall Jr. We have two files, 25-22427 FH and 25-22428 FH. I have Mr. Bayonetto in this file from the prosecutor's office, and Matthew Murphy appearing on behalf of Mr. Hall. You're not at the Haven anymore,
I am at the Haven.
so they let you come here today?
They let me come here today.
Okay.
because,
Hold on, that's all.
Yep.
So I have a letter from Mr. Coast stating that Mr. Hall is still at the Haven in Battle Creek and he is doing great. All right, so Mr. Murphy, how do you wish to proceed with Mr. Hall today?
Your Honor, in regards to Mr. Hall's files, the offer from the people is for him to plead no contest to counts 3 and 4 in file 2522428 FH. Those counts being count 3 is police officer resisting, obstructing, or opposing, and count 4, I believe, is misdemeanor assault and battery. Again, no contest to those two counts. And then on file 2522427 FH, there should be an amended complaint for an added count of OWI second offense, which Mr. Hall, will be pleading guilty to. There's agreement for no upfront jail in this matter. Again, because Mr. Hall is doing very well with his situation right now, the people agree that he should continue along that path. I do have that plea agreement here from my last conversation with Mr. Hall. Is my understanding you wanted to take that offer? Is that still correct, Mr. Hall?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Now, Your Honor, I guess I could sign this on his behalf and send it, or I could send it over and have him sign it.
You can send it over and we can have him sign it. All right. So, all right. So Mr. Hall, have a seat while we're doing all that.
Also, Your Honor.
Nope, just have a seat right now. I'm gonna move on to a different case real quick.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Street, Miss Underwood, I have Mr. Street. So let me grab his file. All right. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kyburn Jeremiah Street, file number 25-22461 FH. Mr. Street is joining us from MDOC. And I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Street, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. So, Miss Underwood, this is the date and time set for a pretrial conference. How would you like to proceed today?
Can I talk to Mr. Street, Your Honor?
Of course. So, Mr. Street, I'm going to open up a breakout room. You may go automatically. If you do, I will bring you back in, and either way, I'll bring you back. So let's see if you go automatically. Yep. So he's on a Polycom. All right. Mr. Murphy, are you emailing that to me or Miss Adams?
I assume my assistant's emailing it to Miss Adams. That's what I instruct her to usually do. So.
Your Honor.
Yes.
There,
Hi, I am waiting on them to send me paperwork up. As of right now, no one has sent me anything.
Okay, yeah, you should get like 4 copies of a waiver. Usually you guys already have that.
Yeah, normally we have it. It's just not attached to his folder right now, so Sarge is looking for it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Adams, do we want to email the jail more copies of the waiver?
Is there a copy in the file, Judge?
I have a copy in my file.
Okay, I can
And
come
then-
and get that.
And then if we have the plea agreement from Murphy on Mr. Hall. This is for him. I put him to sleep all the time. Wake up.
So yes, 318.
All right, you got him, Mr. Daniels?
yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, so in the middle, it'll have a place where you date and sign it. It's March 18. Go ahead and sign those, each one of them, and then they'll send them over to me and I gotta sign them all. Oh, I got the plea agreement form now. Thank God.
Sorry,
Huh?
it might fall on yours eventually.
Maybe, I don't know. My printer goes to sleep all the time. It's awful. I keep tapping on about it. All right, I now have the plea agreement form, so hold on, Mr. Hall, we'll be right with you.
Put my name wrong.
You spelled your name wrong, or we did?
No, they
did.
They did.
Do you mind if we fix that?
I would, yeah, sure. It'll be fine.
Okay, we'll white it out.
Unless it's for the wrong person, then I don't even have to go, Your Honor.
Yeah, it'd be nice, right? But we can white it out and fix it. I apologize.
Thank you.
Like that.
You all set?
Yes, yes, Your Honor. You're not good
Okay,
there?
do you say it again? What, Miss?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
All right, do you swear that the signing of those papers is your free acted deed for the purpose of waiving extradition?
Yes, I do.
All right, well, hopefully we get you back, Mr. Daniels, and good luck in Ohio.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You
See you
too,
later,
bye.
Mr. Amadeo.
See you, Cock.
Okay, so let's move back to Mr. Hall. So Mr. Hall, go have a seat or stand at that podium again for me. I'm gonna bring back MDOC real quick as well. Okay. Hold on, Ms. Underwood, Mr. Street will be popping back in. Mr. Hall, my bailiff's gonna hand down to you this, and he's gonna bring a pen, and I want you to read through it, and then sign it if you agree to it. Okay. All right, Mr. Street, we are back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kyburn Street, file number 25-22461FH. Ms. Underwood, have you had ample time to speak with your client?
I have, Your Honor. I just have a question.
Okay.
The offer on this was an attempted possessing weapons. Is that still the offer?
Are you asking me? I don't know. Mr. Steen?
If I could just have a moment, Your Honor.
Not a problem. Hold on, Ms. Underwood, we'll check that.
Last offer I had was an attempt with no habitual offender supplement from August of 2025.
So yes, Ms. Underwood, it's an attempted, which would be an added count 2 attempted prisoner possessing a weapon, which would carry a maximum penalty of up to 2.5 years in prison with no supplements.
And I would be requesting a COBS to the low end, Your Honor. And Mr. Street will take that offer.
Okay, Mr. Street, you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Hall, again, I'm gonna have you have a seat. Sorry. I try to get MDOC on their way usually because He will leave me if I don't. All right, so Mr. Street, you have heard the statement of your attorney and the prosecuting attorney. Is it your intention today to plead guilty to an added count 2? So we'll get an amended information today. Attempted prisoner possessing weapon, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 2.5 years in prison. Is it your intention to plead guilty to that charge?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with Ms. Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she has given you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Mr. Street, you understand because this offense occurred while you were a prisoner at MDOC, you won't get any credit and this will stack on whatever sentence you're currently serving. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Neither the prosecutor, the defendant, or anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed a possible sentence with the court other than cobbsing to the low end of the guidelines. Is that correct, Ms. Underwood?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And Mr. Sneed?
Yeah, sure.
All right. If a guilty plea is accepted, though, and is that true as well, Mr. Street, as far as you're aware?
Yes.
Okay. If a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial, to have witnesses against you appear at your trial, and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial, not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? Do you understand that, Mr. Street?
Yes.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
Yep.
Do you understand if the plea is accepted and you engage in any misconduct as defined in MCR 6.310 between now and sentencing, the court will not be bound by any sentence agreement or evaluation, and you will not have a right to withdraw your plea. Misconduct is defined to include, but is not limited to, absconding, failing to appear for sentencing, violating terms of conditions on bond, or the terms of any sentencing or plea agreement, or otherwise failing to comply with an order of the court pending sentence. The only way this would impact you is there's an agreement to a sentence within the low end of the guidelines. If you were to get another offense while incarcerated pending sentence, that I would no longer be bound by that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any question, or I'm sorry, if you're not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. Do you have any questions about the rights that I've given to you, Mr. Street?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Street, how do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about October 29 of 2024 in Madison Township in the county of Lenawee, which is where Gus Harrison is located, that you did commit the offense of attempted prisoner possessing weapon? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Okay, has anyone made any threats or promises to you to induce you to plead guilty to this charge?
No.
Do you understand if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during the hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea? Do you understand that?
Yep.
Is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Ms. Underwood?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Sneed?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Street, has your attorney promised you any particular sentence or estimate what your sentence will be?
No.
All right. Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Right.
So, Mr. Street, where are you currently incarcerated?
St. Louis Correctional Facility.
Okay, okay. So on October 29 of 2024, were you at the Gus Harrison facility in Lenawee County?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you agree that was in Madison Township in the county of Lenawee?
Yep.
And you were serving a sentence there, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And did you have an implement that could be used as a weapon? Like, what did you have?
So it was like a knife that was made.
Okay. All right. And the purpose of that was to use it as a weapon if you needed to.
Right.
Okay. Mr. Sneed, are you satisfied?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. Has the court complied with MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Ms. Underwood
Yes, it has, Your Honor.
and Mr. Sneed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case with the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of either of them other than the Cobb's agreement as discussed upon the record. I am going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. And Ms. Underwood, are you available on May 1?
May 1st, Your Honor?
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. So, Mr. Street, I'm going to set this for sentencing on May 1 at 8:15 in the morning. Someone from MDOC is probably going to meet with you and talk to you. They'll do an update on your last pre-sentence report. Be truthful with them about the events that occurred in your background. We'll provide a copy of that pre-sentence report to Ms. Underwood. Now, Ms. Underwood's really good about getting in and out of prisons to meet with her clients, but sometimes there's lockdowns or whatever, and she can't. So she will try to meet with you in advance. If she can't, I will give her an opportunity to speak with you in the morning, okay? Mr. Street, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so if she can't meet with you in advance, I'll give her time to talk to you that morning, all right?
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Street and Mr. Sneed. If we can get an amended information today, thank you.
And Judge, will that be in person or Zoom?
Oh, Mr. Street, do you want to come in person or via Zoom?
I'll come in person.
Okay, you do have that right. So I'll mark down that you're coming in person and we'll see you on that day, all right?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. So we are going back to Mr. Hall. Miss Underwood, I appointed you to a BOC this morning. Will you see if that gentleman in the suit is out in the hallway?
Yes.
And
I'll be back up here.
yeah, and I think he left, but I don't know. Okay. So, Mr. Hall, we're back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus James Albert Hall. Two files, 25-22428FH and 25-22427FH. So, Mr. Hall, we did hand down to you a plea agreement form that put in writing the terms that were placed on the record by Mr. Murphy. Did you get to read through this?
I did.
Do you have any questions?
I didn't see the third or the fourth article or the assault on that. I just saw the DUI.
Well, on that line, it said on file number 25-22428, you would plead guilty to count 3 and count 4. Count 3 is the police officer assaulting and count 4 is the assault and battery. So they didn't write those words. They just said count 3 and count 4.
Is count 3, and that's what it is. Count 3 is assault and police officer.
And count 4 is
Yes.
assault of Erica Kier. And then on the other file, 25-22427FH, an added count 2 of OWI second offense.
I got that.
Okay,
Yeah.
and is that the plea offer as you understand it, Mr. Hall? All right, I think I already swore him in, did I not?
You did,
Yeah, I
Judge.
did. Okay, and then there is an agreement to no upfront jail. Do you understand that?
I
No,
do.
Judge, you did not swear in. You did not.
Okay, Mr. Hall, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, and then there's also an agreement to no upfront jail. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay, so
If my attorneys explain to you,
we're not talking about that now.
okay,
Okay,
all right.
well, just let me go through my script, and whatever you're probably gonna add is something about sentencing. So, so do you understand the plea agreement then?
I do understand the plea agreement.
All right, are you satisfied with Mr. Murphy as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
I am.
Okay, and Mr. Bayonetto, that is a correct recitation of the plea, correct?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Hall, there is an agreement that there would be no upfront jail, but do you understand if you violate probation or bond conditions on file number 25-22427FH, if you violate your bond conditions or if you violate your terms of probation, you could then be facing up to 1 year in jail.
I do understand that.
And then on file number 25-22428FH, that is on count 3, resisting obstructing an officer, you could be facing up to 2 years in prison and 93 days in jail on the assault. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay, good. Neither the prosecutor or the defendant or anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed any other possible sentence with the court. Is that correct, Mr. Murphy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bayonetto?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Hall, if a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial and have witnesses against you appear at your trial and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial and not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? So do you understand that, Mr. Hall?
I do.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
I do.
Do you understand if the plea is accepted and you engage in any misconduct as defined in MCR 6.310 between now and sentencing, the court will not be bound by any sentence agreement or evaluation, and you will not have a right to withdraw your plea. Misconduct is defined to include, but is not limited to, absconding or failing to appear for sentencing, violating terms of conditions on bond, or the terms of any sentencing or plea agreement, or otherwise failing to comply with an order of the court pending sentence. So the agreement is that you do no upfront jail. So if you were to violate bond conditions or commit a new crime, I could give you jail. Do you understand that?
I do understand.
Okay. If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. So do you have any questions about the rights that I've given to you?
I don't.
Good. How do you wish to, let's get to the file. So let's T2C7. So let's go to file number 25-22427FH. So Mr. Hall, how do you wish on that charge to plead to count to the charge that on or about July 3rd of 2025 in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee, that you did commit the offense of operating while intoxicated, second offense, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Okay. And then on file number 25-22428FH. How do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about September 15 of 2025 in the city of Adrian, in the county of Lenawee, that you did commit the offense listed under count 3, police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing? Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Can I plead no contest?
Is it no contest, Mr. Murphy?
Yes, Your Honor, and it should be on the form as well. I think we corrected that this morning. Is
Yeah,
that
I
correct?
know, but is it also on the OWI?
Yes, I think.
No, the OWI remembers that incident, but the second incident he doesn't remember.
Okay,
I don't recall this.
so hold on, everybody. So on this file, you're gonna plead no contest or not guilty. So you're gonna plead,
No contest.
okay. So you plead no contest, count 3, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing.
That's correct.
And then on that same date, time, and jurisdiction, how do you plead to count 4, assault or assault and battery? No contest or
No
not guilty?
contest.
Say it
No
again.
contest.
Okay, all right, so. So, Mr. Hall, has anyone made any threats or promises to you to induce you to plead no contest on that file, not and guilty on the other file?
No promises.
Okay, good. And, do you understand if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea? Do you understand that?
I do.
Is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty and no contest on the other file? Mr. Murphy?
No, Your Honor.
Mr.
No, Your
Bayonetto?
No,
All right. Has your attorney promised you any particular sentence other than the no upfront jail, or estimate what your sentence will be?
No,
Okay, and it's your own choice to plead guilty on one file and no contest on the other?
it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with file number 25-22427FH. Mr. Murphy, this is the guilty plea, correct? So, all right, so Mr. Hall, on July 3rd of 2025, were you in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee?
I was.
And were you operating a motor vehicle on Church Street?
I
Were you driving?
was.
Did you get pulled over on Church Street?
I got pulled over where I reside, where I lived.
What street is that?
That's at West Terrace apartment, or not West Terrace, where the high rise in my parking.
Yeah. So at one point to get there though, you were driving down Church Street,
I
right?
believe so.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's how you get there, right?
Yes,
Okay, and would you agree that you had consumed alcohol?
I did.
Yes.
Yes.
And would you agree that your blood alcohol content was higher than 0.08?
I'm sure it was.
Okay,
yes.
what had you been drinking?
Vodka.
Vodka, okay. So you agree that you were over the legal limit
I do believe so.
in operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
And the blood labs, the reports came back showing that your blood alcohol content was over the legal limit, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Bayonetto?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
So. All right.
And Your Honor, I just, for the record, his lab results did show a BAC over 0.08. It was actually, the lab result showed a 0.19.
Okay, so over twice the level. All right. So let's move on to 25-22428FH on this file. Mr. Hall had pled no contest. So, Mr. Murphy, are you going to place a factual basis on the record for count 3 and count 4?
I will, Your Honor, if there's no objection by Mr. Bayonetto. This is information being taken from the police report in regards to this matter. And the defense would stipulate and agree that if this case was, we didn't have a plain examination, but I believe it would have been shown at the examination as well as shown beyond a reasonable doubt at trial that on, I'm sorry, I believe it was September 15th. Is that correct on the date?
Yes, September 15 of 2025.
Then on September 15th of 2025, Mr. Hall was at 400 College Avenue, and there was an altercation, an argument with someone there. Because of that, the police were called. A police officer major responded, who is a police officer of the Adrian City Department. Now, again, by virtue of that call, Mr. Hall was being loud, being boisterous, and also engaged in behavior that led any reasonable person to believe that they were about to be battered. In this particular incident, that person was, I'm sorry, I believe the last name was Erica Kier. So we would agree that she was placed in a reasonable apprehension that she was going to be battered by the actions of and the verbal, the yelling of Mr. Hall. And then again, the police responded. And when Officer Major was trying to give commands to Mr. Hall, he did not comply with those commands. He was actually taken into custody into the back of the police vehicle, and there was some damage, I believe, to the vehicle, or some damage to the police vehicle as well. So again, during that interaction, there were multiple times in which Mr. Hall failed to comply with the lawful orders of the officer, of police officer major. So we would agree that that, again, would have been proven beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. And so I believe that would satisfy the factual basis for both of those counts.
Mr. Bayonetto?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
So why does the felony information say a police officer of 0 with the Adrian Police Department? I'm just letting you know that that looks odd. All right. So based on the facts placed on the record and from the information contained in the police report, the court finds beyond a reasonable doubt that on or about September 15 of 2025 in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee that the defendant did commit the offense as listed under count 3, police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing, and that when Adrian police officer Zachary Major attempted to take Mr. Hall into custody, he did not comply with directions as well as causing damage to the police vehicle. And then on that same date and time, there was some kind of altercation with another individual named Erica Sue Kier, and Mr. Hall, through his verbal actions and physical actions, did put her in fear of an immediate assault. And therefore the court accepts the no contest plea. Has the court complied with the MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Mr. Murphy?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Bayonetto?
It has, Your Honor.
And Ms. Adams, if I can get a notice of hearing from Mr. Hall for sentencing then on, I think we're using May 1 at 8:15. Thank you. So accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case with either of the attorneys or the defendant. And there was a Killebrew agreement that was struck between the prosecutor's office and defense counsel. And of course, the court will honor that as long as there are no violations. I'm going to refer this matter to the Circuit Court Probation Department for a pre-sentence investigation report. And I will set sentencing for May 1 at 8:15 in the morning. Sir, are you going to come in person?
I am.
Okay. So,
Yes.
huh?
I am, but I'm currently in Battle Creek right now at the Haven. So
how long will you be there?
If I get do I have to do?
Hold on a second. How long are you going to be in Battle Creek?
I'm going to be there for a year.
Good, good. You're doing well there. All right. So you may have to meet with the probation department. I'm going to send you over there today.
Okay.
Okay. And you can talk to them. Sometimes they might do Zooms, but I don't know. But that's up to MDOC. Okay.
Okay.
If you have to come meet with them, you can. You can also Zoom for sentencing if you want.
For sentencing?
Mhm.
Well, Your Honor, I have some letters here.
Well, I don't want those today. You're going to give those to either the probation department.
Well, it's for you, actually.
Well, I'm not going to take those today because they're ex parte communication. They go to the probation department, would be attached with your PSI.
Okay.
You can't give me stuff that your attorney or the prosecutor hasn't seen.
Oh.
I can't do that. Okay. So I'm sure there are letters saying how well you're doing. That goes to the probation department.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Do you want to Zoom in for sentencing?
No, I want to be
Okay.
here.
Okay. So when you meet with the
Right.
I'm going to refer you to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. I know you have a misdemeanor in one file. But I'm not gonna put him on district court and circuit court probation, Mr. Murphy. So it will be a circuit court probation officer you meet with. So when you leave here, you're gonna go across the hall and check in. They'll probably give you a packet to fill out and some instructions. And then when you meet with them, be truthful about your background and the events that occurred. They'll prepare a report. We'll get a copy to Mr. Murphy. Mr. Murphy will get a copy to you. He's really good about reviewing in advance with you. If he can't though, he'll review it with you the day of. And then we'll see you back on May 1. And Miss Adams is gonna get you a notice of hearing. Okay, Miss Adams. So good, she knew what I needed. And so that way you have paperwork showing you have to be here.
Okay.
And so you're gonna go across the hall and check into probation, okay? Okay, good.
Am I done here?
You're done here, but you gotta go across the hall. Yep. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. I'll talk to you again soon, okay?
You,
Your Honor, I have David Welke in my office. I can bring him in and we can proceed with that whenever you're on it ready.
Okay, hold on. We got, Miss Adams, could you call Brian Fry, please?
I think he's just finishing up a case next door in Judge Olsavers, Your Honor.
Excellent, thank you. All right, okay, who do you have? Welke?
David Welke. Let me go grab him, Your Honor.
Sure. Sir, what case are you here to watch?
Taylor, after Kubiak.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, his attorney will be coming over here soon, so it shouldn't be too much longer. Mr. Fry is finishing up with store. Let's run back down. Hey, this is Judge Anselone. Looks like I'm gonna be ready for Jaheim Wright and Taylor Hafner Kubiak.
Okay, I will get them out.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. The matter of, I'm gonna do signs. Thank you, Judge Fade. All right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus David Royal Signs, file number 24-22047FH, says the date and time schedule for request and summons for probation violation. Mr. Signs was ordered to appear this morning and supposed to be here by 8:15 in the morning. The last known address we have is shared a warrant, then we sent the address there. We sent the notice there. He has failed to appear. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest, and I'll set bond in the amount of $25,000 cash.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Murphy, you ready? Okay. So we're gonna move on to Welke. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus David Kevin Welke, file number 26-22549FH. I have Matthew Murphy appearing on behalf of Mr. Welke. And it looks like I have Alexander Bayonetto appearing on this file. So I do see that a preliminary exam transcript was requested and they have until May 18th to file that. So Mr. Murphy, this is an arraignment, isn't it? Nope, it's
don't think
pretrial.
s-
Do you
Oh.
wish to have a pretrial set out after May 18?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would hope they can get it done before then. But Mr. Welke isn't in custody. So if Your Honor wants to do that, and if I do get it beforehand, obviously my intent is to file a motion, so I could file a motion if I get it before then, before that date. So
Well, I'm gonna set it for pretrial on May 27 at 8:30 in the morning, May 27 at 8:30 in the morning.
yes, Your Honor.
And can you do the pretrial and notice of hearing? And Mr. Bayonetto, can you sign your name with permission?
You can. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. Welke. Have a
Thank
good
you, Your Honor.
day.
That was all that I had. I was gonna go to Judge Olsaver now. You have a good day.
Okay, have a good morning. Okay, so, who do I have in jail Zoom 1?
Jaheen Wright.
All right, Mr. Wright, we're just waiting for Mr. Fry. He's on his way over, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, and Mr. Hafner Kubiak will be with you in just a minute.
Okay.
That's right. All right. Okay. All right, Mr. Fry, good morning. So this is, so Mr. Fry, I have two of your clients here. Are you anticipating a plea on both or just one?
I believe both, but if I could have a chance to confirm with them.
Okay, so we're gonna, Mr. Hafner Kubiak has people in the courtroom, so I'm gonna take that one first. So in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Taylor James Hafner Kubiak, we have two files, 26-22539FH and 26-22516AX. So I have Brian Fry appearing. Oh, I don't know who my prosecutor is. Oh, I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Brian Fry appearing on behalf of the defendant. So I'm going to open up a breakout room, and Mr. Fry, put you in a breakout room with your client.
Thank you.
Find you. Okay, there you go. All right, let me close that breakout room. Bring your client back. Start my video. Okay, we are back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Taylor James Hafner Kubiak. We have two files, 26-22516AX and 22539FH. Mr. Fry, how would you like to proceed today?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe we do have a plea agreement to resolve file 2622539FH. My client would be pleading guilty to count 1 and added count 15 of the amended information, which is unlawful driving away of a motor vehicle and accessory after the fact. There's a sentencing agreement that he will be sentenced under the Holmes Youthful Trainee Act, and that he'd have to pay any restitution for any of the accounts jointly and severally with Cody Allen, the co-defendant, and that that amount would be determined at the time of sentencing. And also, there was an investigation into some potential tampering with evidence charges against my client. The prosecutor has agreed that those charges would not be filed if he takes this plea deal.
Okay, and then with the extradition, I will set that for sentencing and do that the day of sentencing.
Yeah, however the court, wants to handle that.
Usually if I lose him out of state, I don't get him back, and he's getting credit for whatever on that file anyway, so wherever it is. So, all right, so that would be count 1 and count 15 on the amended information. Mr. Sneed, is that a correct recitation of the plea in this matter? And Miss Adams, Mr. Hafner Kubiak, and he will need an advice of rights over there at the jail, and so will Mr. Wright. So I don't know if the jail has those.
Mr. Wright had signed one, just so you know, Your Honor. I think I accidentally sent it to Judge Olsaver's office, but I will send it to your office.
It was forwarded to me, Mr. Fry. I have it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. All right, and Mr. Sneed. Mr. Sneed, so Mr. Hafner Kubiak is going to be pleading guilty to count 1, In count 5, no objection to the Homes Youth Training Act. If he's eligible, restitution would be joint and several with Cody Allen, who is his co-defendant. And that's to be a determined amount.
Yes, at the time of sentencing.
Is that a correct recitation? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fry.
That was count 15. Maybe I misheard you, but I thought you might have said 5, but it's count 1 and 15.
I thought I said it. I'm sorry.
No, and I might have misheard.
Yes, that's accurate, Judge. Thank you. 15.
Okay. Okay. All right.
In this courtroom moment, everything comes down to one decision, a plea deal that could shape a defendant's future. After a short delay to speak privately, the defense returns with an agreement that changes everything. The defendant agrees to plead guilty to 2 charges, including unlawfully driving away a motor vehicle and being an accessory after the fact. But in return, the prosecution offers something important: no additional charges for possible evidence tampering and a chance to be sentenced under a special Youthful Training Act. That means if he follows the rules, this could help protect his future record. The judge carefully confirms every detail, making sure both sides agree, correcting even small mistakes like the exact charge numbers, because in court, precision matters. By the end, the deal is set and sentencing will come next. So, one agreement, one decision, and a completely different future on the line. Like and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.